The wind howled across the black cliffs of the Aegean, carrying with it the memory of blood and bronze. Decades after the fall of Leonidas and his 300, Greece was no longer united by defiance but fractured by fear. From the east rose a new empire, colder and more calculating than Xerxes' divine tyranny. It did not demand worship. It demanded obedience. At the heart of resistance stood Artemisia of Rhodes, Charlize Theron, older, sharper, and more dangerous than legend remembered. Once an enemy of Greece, she had vanished after Salamis, presumed dead. Now she returned not as a conqueror, but as a queen forged by regret. Artemisia had seen empire from within, and she knew it always devoured itself. The new threat was Kronos of Caria, Dwayne Johnson, a warlord general born of slavery and risen through sheer force of will. Kronos commanded the Iron Dominion, an empire built on discipline, siege engines, and armies that did not break. He did not believe in gods or prophecy, only in conquest. To him, Greece was not sacred land, but unfinished business. When Kronos' fleets crushed the coastal city-states one by one, Sparta stood isolated once more. Its warriors were fierce, but time had thinned their ranks. The old laws no longer held. The ephors argued. The people waited for a king who would never return. Artemisia arrived in Sparta under cover of night, her presence met with spears and silence. She did not ask for forgiveness. She offered truth. Kronos, she warned, would not stop at Greece. He sought to build the first true empire, one banner, one law, one ruler. Sparta was not his enemy. It was his proving ground. Reluctantly, Sparta listened. As Kronos marched inland, his path became a corridor of fire and steel. Yet for the first time, resistance met him not in chaos but in unity. Athenians, Thebans, Arcadians, and Spartans stood together. At their center was Artemisia, commanding fleets and minds with ruthless clarity. Kronos and Artemisia finally met on the battlefield of Mycale, where sea and land collided in a storm of war. He recognized her immediately, the woman who once defied gods. She saw in him what she might have become. Their clash was not just physical, but philosophical. Kronos fought to erase the past and replace it with order. Artemisia fought to preserve the right to choose, even if that choice led to ruin. The battle was catastrophic. Thousands fell. The ground ran red once more. In the end, Kronos stood victorious, but wounded, his army shattered beyond recovery. Artemisia, mortally injured, watched the sun rise over a Greece that still stood. She smiled, knowing empire could conquer land, but never spirit. As Kronos withdrew east, he carried with him a bitter truth: Sparta's greatest weapon was never its warriors. It was its refusal to kneel. The empire was born, but so was its end.